everyone. I still haven't found a good place to film in this new house, so you'll have to bear with me until I have. But I'm just going to tell you today about my new job because it's a job not many people have heard of. It's a job that didn't exist when I was born. I always thought when I was younger and people would say to us as kids like, oh, there'll be jobs that exist in the future that don't yet and you could be doing one of them, you've got to prepare for it. I thought that would be something really futuristic, like, I don't know, spaceship, black hole controller, I don't know. And it turns out it's influencer and jobs like this one that I'm going to tell you about. My role is officially titled School Liaison and Access Officer. I'll usually just call it Access Officer for shorthand. I work for one of the constituent colleges of the University of Oxford that take undergrads from 18, and essentially my job is to liaise with schools in the 3 link areas of England and Wales that I am given, and I will help them raise their aspirations and consider going to uni, consider going to Oxford, whereas they might not have otherwise. So I visit, or they come to Oxford, these schools that come from like very widening participation backgrounds, come from poor state schools, non-selective state schools usually, so just schools that anyone can go to that are free. And there's people like me that have this job at nearly every Oxford and Cambridge college, apart from a few, and we are all given around 3 link areas, sometimes a bit more, sometimes less if it's a really big area. And we will either travel to those areas and we will visit lots of schools at a time, and we will talk to them about applying to Oxford, applying to university, considering university what it is. All the schools will come to us and then they'll get to tour the college as well and do maybe some extra other activities. So the college I work for at Oxford is called University College Oxford. It is the oldest Oxford college, which is very cool, although it doesn't actually look it because the buildings are built in like the 17th century. And the link areas that my college has been allocated, we don't pick them, they're given to us. I have Staffordshire, which is good because that's where I'm from, Shropshire, which is good because that's really close and it's where my orthodontist was growing up, and Reading and West Berkshire, so that kind of area, which I don't know much about but is really close to Oxford. So, and if you're wondering why I seem to suddenly up sticks and move to Oxford, I did apply to this sort of job at Cambridge as well, but this was the job I ended up getting and it does pay better than the Cambridge ones do. Currently right now, because it's August, the teachers aren't checking their emails because they're all on holiday, they're not working, so I can't really liaise with any schools at the moment. So part of my role now is just going to be preparing for school visits, preparing for our Oxford Open Day on the 15th of September, doing lots of things like that, booking rooms for school visits, booking in school visits, me going to places, them coming to Oxford, and those sort of things. So I don't have any school visits yet, but essentially once term starts for schools, they will come to the college, or I will go to them, but let's say they come to the college because that's more frequent. I will show them around, I will give them a talk about applying to university, applying to Oxford, and they might have a taster session in a subject they haven't studied before, for example. They'll get to ask questions at current students. And I really want to emphasise on this that access, at least for me at my college, it's not just about getting bums on seats. We're not about getting people to apply to Oxford, just blindly marketing Oxford as a place anyone can go to, because university itself isn't for anyone, never mind going to Oxford. There might be a course you want to study that Oxford doesn't offer, like veterinary medicine or dentistry, or even something like makeup artistry, and it might just not be the place for you. I don't want to blindly market it just in the view of getting bums on seats and, I don't know, bringing in money for the university. And I'm really glad that like my employer, the college, respects that and they agree with that, because if I were to say blindly market the college and yeah, everyone should go to Oxford, you're all going to have a great time and love it, then we're going to have people who go and are going to have a really, really terrible time and are really unhappy, because for some people it's just not for them. So it's really important to me that I make sure I give like an open and honest view of what it's like studying at university and studying at Oxford, and students are then able to make a decision. For a lot of students from poorer backgrounds, they don't get to make the choice about whether they go to university. It's already decided for them by their background. People will tell them, people like us don't go to university. Why don't university's a lot of debt? Why don't you just do an apprenticeship or whatever. I want to empower those people to be able to make that decision for themselves about whether university is right for them, rather than their upbringing making it for them, basically. Okay, I think that was a lot, but that was a very, very concise outline of what my job is. Yeah, I've been doing it for nearly a month now, and it's great. I love it. I love the college I work for, and I'm really excited once school term starts, so I can start having school visits and things. And yeah, and of course I'll be at the Oxford Open Day. That's like my big project that I'm working on right now for the college, so people can, you know, see what Oxford's like. And I guess what's left to say is, if you're from one of the link areas I mentioned, Staffordshire, Shropshire, West Berkshire and Reading, then please do get in touch with me. I'll put like my access email below so you can get in touch with me that way. If you have any questions or comments, please pop them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. I think I'll do a more comprehensive Q&A at some point, so keep your eyes peeled on my Instagram for that. But yeah, I hope this was informative, and yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts about the role, and if you think there's anything else I could be doing to help students, prospective applicants, etc. Yeah, please let me know. Thanks for watching. Bye.